Hi friends, welcome to my channel. My name is Kate Mercy. Today we are going to be doing a first impressions and wear test on a slew of new hyped, viral, expensive makeup. Before we get started, go ahead and subscribe to my channel and leave a comment down below of videos you would like to see in the future. And without any further ado, let's get into this video. Okay, so I already have my primer on. I am not using a new primer today because I want to see how this performs on top of primers that I know work well. I typically do not use a new primer when I'm trying a new foundation because I'm trying to test the foundation, and adding another variable just doesn't make good sense. So today we are going in with the Tom Ford Traceless Soft Matte Foundation. The claims on the Sephora website are that it's a medium to full coverage, that it has hydrating technology, and that has all day wear. It doesn't give us an hour time as far as the wear. So I'm going to do one half of my face with a sponge, and then I'm going to do the other half of my face with my brush. So right off the bat, it's a pretty liquidy consistency. Interesting. It does have a fragrance, but I can't put my finger on what the fragrance is. So you can see this is the side that has foundation. You'll note that I avoided the eye area because I'm trying out a new concealer today as well. But this is the side with the foundation. This is without. So I would say medium is pretty accurate. You can still see a little bit of discoloration here. And then I just have a lot of space on my five head, so you can still see some there. But we're going to go in with another pump on this side of my face. My preferred method for doing foundation is a brush, so we'll see. I might almost say that this gave me a little bit of a better finish, so I might just take a little bit more, just like a little bit more, and just smooth it all out. Also see if I can build up the coverage in some of those areas that need a little more. I forgot to mention that in the foundation, I got shade 3.5 Ivory Rose, and I do feel like it's a nice match for my skin right now, so I'm really happy about that. Okay, so here's where we're at. Obviously my eyebrows are not done, but so far so good. It does say that it's a soft matte, and I would agree with that. It's kind of like just a your skin but better type of a finish, but it does absolutely give some coverage. So for concealer today, I'm going in with the new Makeup Forever Matte Velvet Skin. It claims 24 hours wear. I will not be doing a 24-hour wear test. I got mine in the shade 2.3. I'm a little nervous that the shade might be too dark, but maybe I'm just being a little dramatic. What's new? So the wand is absolutely huge. Unsure why that is. So I'm going to try, and you get a ton of product. So I'm going to try really hard not to put too much on. I'm just going to go in with my sponge and try to blend that out. Oh, bother. So I wouldn't say it's too dark. I'd say it's too yellow, which is so strange. The coverage is pretty good. I don't know if you guys can see it. It's good. It covers up my discoloration. However, I also will say that a little bit goes an exceptionally long way. So less is more. I think I put too much on. And even then I still like had some on the wand that I put back into the container, so just be very mindful when working with that. And we'll see how this wears, of course. Sorry, I haven't told you what I'm working with yet. I just really wanted to set that so that it doesn't crease. So I don't have a new powder today, so I am just going in with my Fenty Beauty powder, and I'm going to set that all over my face with my Blendiful. Now that my powder is set, this is what the base looks like. I actually think it's really pretty. This is a holy grail for me for setting powder into the skin. It does take longer, but I find that the finish is just so much smoother. So the next brand new product that we are going to go in with is the new Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Bronzer. I got mine in the shade 2 Medium. It is an astronomically sized compact, but it is good for 2 years. So for me, that was like a selling point because I can have this for 2 years and know that it's not going to go hard pan or crusty or dusty on me. So we're going to go in with this today, and I'm going to try not to go in too heavy-handed. It's supposed to provide a very like airbrush look to the face, so it's supposed to be almost virtually traceless. So we're going to see if it lives up to its claims. So upon first impression, impressions. It's very buildable, which I honestly really prefer. I think it's really pretty. I really like it. I really like it. I also have the new Patrick Ta She's That Girl. I say this all the time, but this packaging, although very aesthetically pleasing, you can see how my grubby little paws really mess it up. It's the same with the Charlotte Tilbury. Oddly enough, like most of these products have this packaging today, but I digress. That's not the point. The point is we want to see how the products work. So again, I have mine in the shade She's That Girl. So it's like a very pinky, almost with like a hint of coral. So I'm actually really excited to try these out. So down here we have the powder, and up here we have the cream. In his video, he says to use the powder first, and then to go over the top with the cream to make it melt into the skin. So that's how we're gonna try it today. Oh. Those of you that maybe don't know me, because I am a very little baby channel, I love blush. I love blush. So I will probably be heavy-handed. But upon first impressions, this is really pretty. So sometimes I really don't prefer matte blushes because I feel like it can almost emphasize texture and draw your attention to the texture on my face. But this does a really nice job, I think, of providing like a very subtle luminosity, and it's pore filling, which I really appreciate. So now for the moment of truth, I'm going to try to go in with the cream. And I'm going to use this different brush here because I want to stipple it on. I don't want to glide it in the same way that I was able to glide the powder. So again, say that silent prayer at home. Whoa. Okay, so so I knew I was going to do this. Go in light-handed with the cream because it's pigmented. I don't know why I thought it would be like a sheer wash of color, but here we are. But it is really, really pretty, and it did not disrupt anything underneath it. It really did what it was supposed to do, and it melted the powder into the skin and makes it look like I'm just a little bit sunburnt. I love that. I don't have anything new for brows or highlighter, so I'm going to go ahead and do this off camera, and then we'll be back, and we are going to play with the new Natasha Denona Bronze Palette. Okay, so I'm back. I have my brows on, I have my highlighter on, and now we're going to go into the new Natasha Denona Bronze Palette. I'm super excited about this. I love warm tones. So I'm going to first go in by going in with the shade Ridge right here, all in my crease. So now that we have the shade Ridge blended out all over the crease and the eyes, I'm going to go in with this shade right here called Suntan, and we're going to deepen up the crease. And the last step before I put shimmer all over my lid, I'm just going to go in with this shade here. It's called Deep Dive. It does look like it's a satin color, so I'm really hoping that this doesn't mess up the whole look because these two shades that I've used are matte, but we're gonna see. I just want to add a little bit more depth. And then I'm just going to go in with this shade right here called Alloy and put that all over the lid. This just looks like such a pretty shimmer, so reflective. So I'm going to first try with a brush, and if that doesn't pan out for me, I'm going to try my finger. So this is the finished eye look. I absolutely love the way that the eyes turned out. I don't think it's translating on camera, but this shimmer shade is so reflective and so pretty. I love it. So I am going to go in and try the new Marc Jacobs At Lashed mascara. This is a lengthening mascara, or so it claims to be. So I'm going to go ahead and put that on, and we'll see what that looks like. So here we are with mascara on and bottom lash line done. I went a little heavy on the smoke on the bottom lash line, but that's okay. I really do like the way my face looks. I think I went, again, a little heavy with the smoke, but that's okay. I think the mascara is pretty. It absolutely is lengthening. Is it better than my Essence Lash Princess? No. So if you're looking for a splurge item and you do want a lengthening mascara, I think it's worth it. But if you're looking for a cost-effective option, I think the Essence Princess mascara has a very similar effect. Identical, one might argue. So we're going to do a wear test. I will say, and this is a common problem for me, so no shade to the foundation or anything, but it is already kind of struggling on my nose here. I don't know if you guys can see that. The other thing that I will note is that right away the concealer does look just kind of heavy on my under eyes. So The concealer might need to be something that I try out again, just because I put on what I thought was an appropriate amount with other concealers that I use, but I think I just put too much on. So I don't know if you guys can see, but it just looks a little heavy on this end of things. But we're gonna go ahead and do a wear test, so I'll see you guys in a couple of hours. So I applied my makeup this morning at 10 a.m. and it's now 7 p.m. So it's been 9 hours. So this is what it looks like in my horrible living room lighting. But you can see where it came off my nose. It did come off around my mouth a little bit. I do wear a mask though. And then you can see it kind of picked up a little bit where my glasses were. But the blush stayed pretty well. My highlighter's a little bit faded. You can still see my bronzer, my eyes. Overall, I think I enjoy this. I'm going to give it another go, but I enjoy this. I don't know that I want to speak to whether it's worth $88 or not, because I think ultimately that's going to be up for you guys to decide if you would be willing to spend $88. But my T-zone here is not too oily, oddly enough. So I think with the primers that I used and the other products that I used, it worked well. I think the foundation performed well. So if you're looking for a foundation that is a luxury item, that is a soft matte finish that really does look nice and matte on the skin, then you would enjoy this. But I don't want to say like this is something you absolutely need for $88, but I did enjoy it. And I will continue to wear it. All right, I'm gonna sign off. That is it for today's video. Thank you guys so much for being here. It would mean a lot to me if you would subscribe down below. Leave a comment of videos you would like to see from me in the future. If you enjoyed this video, please go ahead and give it a thumbs up. Again, thank you so much for being here. It means a lot to me. And as always, stay happy, stay healthy, and stay blessed. Bye.